Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you how to salvage panels out in the wild. I'm going to show you what you need to get going, where you can find panels, and the method I use specifically to locate the panels. I also want to show you where you can go and get different salvage heads and how to swap them out. There's three things you're going to need for your adventure. First, you're going to need a ship. Either a vulture or a reclaimer. Second, you're going to want some cold drinks for when you get thirsty. Third, you're going to need a multi-tool with a tractor beam attachment. And that's really about it. Now we're ready to go salvage. Alright everyone, I'm at Crew L1 at the Ambitious Dream Station. If you make your way up to the Galleria and find the store called Platinum Bay, that's where you can purchase different scrapers for your vulture. I'll show you how to get there. Alright, once you get up to the Galleria, make your way up these stairs, take a left, and straight ahead you'll see the B on the wall. That's Platinum Bay. Once inside, make your way over to the kiosk, and what I recommend is getting yourself another abrade scraper. It comes stock with, I think it's one abrade, a cinch, and a tractor beam, or two cinches, and a braid, and a tractor beam. Get yourself another abrade so you can run dual abrades and save yourself a little time. Alright, open up your Mobi-Glass once you've purchased the abrade scraper. Go to Vehicles and select your vulture. Then over on the left, click on Utility. And this will show you all your two scrapers, or your two sides of the vulture. It has, I guess, two scrapers per side. So just go through there. You want to replace the one cinch with an abrade, so you'll end up with an abrade and a tractor beam on one side, and an abrade and a cinch on the other side. You can swap that cinch out for something else. You wouldn't really need two tractor beams. Some people don't even really use the tractor beam. I like the tractor beam myself, so I can rotate the panels instead of rotating my ship around the panels. So once you get that equipped, you're good to go. Now we're ready to get scraping. Alright, full disclaimer, this is what I found works for me. Other people have other methods out there, and they work, I'm sure, just as well. So just wanted to get that out there, that this is what I found works for me. Been doing it for a little while now, and I've made quite a bit of money at it. So yeah, it's been good. First off, where do we find these panels? Panels can be found near and around any Lagrange point. Lagrange, I don't know how to say it, but you know what I mean. So for me, Orison's my home base, so I like to stick around there. So Crew L1 is my kind of go-to for this deal. I like Ambitious Dream Station because I've been kind of having fun since the cargo update. I like the whole, moving boxes around kind of thing. So yeah, I like to bring everything back right there where I'm finding, salvaging. The station's close. I like to move the cargo box, or the boxes, into the cargo bay, send it down, store it all there, and then I make it a whole nother play session where I use the cargo ship, move it all, or move what I can, a couple trips to Orison, then I sell it. You can certainly cut all that out, and if you just want to, salvage, fill up, go back to your home base, depending on where in Stanton that is, by all means, you can do that, and it works probably a little quicker. But again, for me, it was a game loop that I wanted to play around with, and I like doing it. Alright, so how do we actually find these panels? Like you saw, I just flew out of the space station, and I'm instantly where I could find them. So you start doing your ping, hit V on your keyboard, tab to ping if you're using the keyboard and everything and don't have a special keybind for it. And you're looking for these unknown clusters out there. So when you ping and you're in scanning mode, up in the right hand side of your HUD, you'll see the signature. It'll show you a number in there, what it's reading. What we're looking for panels, it must be a number divisible by 2. The bigger the number, the more panels you're gonna find there. So you're gonna find like 4,000, 6,000, 10,000 is good. 8,000, so you can hit the mother load and find like a 20,000, 25. I've found up to 24,000. All right, let's check out this 8,000 one. We're headed, so you just want to head straight for it. Keep pinging periodically. Once you get to when I get to about 5,000, I raise my pierce to 50% with the scroll wheel on your mouse. You can do that. That'll give you markers that kind of show you more precise locations of the panels. Keep heading towards those, and then on the left side of the scanning interface, you see the signal. As long as that signal's going up, keep heading that way. Keep pinging. Eventually those markers are going to go away, but keep an eye on that signal on the right or left hand side. You want to, once that gets to around 90%, those panels are going to spawn in. And if you have to move a little bit to get the signal to go up, then do it. And there, popped in. Boom. We have, and they're all right near each other, so it's pretty nice. So I think this is about 4 panels because 8,000 signature. All right, so now we need to actually scrape the panels. So you want to line up to it, lower your speed limiter. I do, because you will blow up if you run into one of these things. Hit M on your keyboard for salvage mode. Okay, so if you look up in the top left and right corner of your HUD, you can see your loadout. So in the top left, I have an abrade, and then there's the tractor beam below that. You get to that by right mouse clicking. We'll swap between the two. If you right mouse click again, you'll switch back. And then there is a way to turn off one side and then just move the other side. That's how I'll demonstrate going to the tractor beam. It's left Alt A to turn off the right side. Then you right mouse click, that'll get you down to the tractor beam mode. Right click again to go back up to the abrade, and then left Alt S will turn the other side back on. Hit the G key and that'll turn on the gimbals, and then you can maneuver the beams without moving the ship around. Then it's just right or left mouse click to activate your beams, and then just slowly go around the panel. I like to kind of section it off, split it into corner or halves or fours, and just kind of take it from there. If you look at the filler station on the right hand side, you got your depot. So this thing will hold 13 boxes, so that's, 13 SCU. As you're scraping, keep an eye on it so you don't end up filling it up and not realizing it, because if it's full, you can keep scraping, but you won't get any other material for it. So you're basically just wasting it, and I've done that, and it will make you mad. Okay, I'm gonna speed up the time here and go into warp speed so I won't make you watch me scrape this whole panel or all these panels. So get these scraped, and then I will see you when we're full. Alright, we're not 100% full, but I wanted to take this opportunity to go over the process again of locating the panels. So again, go back and hit V in your keyboard, go back into scanning mode, and tab to ping. And we're looking for those, hopefully a big number. Again, it's got to be an even number, divisible by 2. Looking for at least a 10,000 would be nice. So yeah, you just gotta kind of fly around. It's easy to go in a circle, so I try to get a little bit of distance from the space station, because sometimes you can take the time to find some panels and they're already salvaged. If you go a little further out, then you tend to find better ones. And looks like we found a big one here. I think that says 20,000. So we're gonna go check this one out. If this actually is 20,000, then this would probably be the last one I have to find. But we will see. And sometimes that'll happen where you have a big one and you ping again and it splits it up into multiples. It's just the way it is. But again, raise your ping to 50%, and now we see all those little markers out there. Those represent panels, and we're just going to fly towards them, keeping an eye on our signal, which is the left side of that the salvage display, or the ping display. Scan process, I guess. So keep heading for them, and boom, look at that. There's one. So sometimes these are all a little more spread out, and the problem I've had in the past with that is trying to find them all. You find one, but sometimes you can't find them all. But looks like we're seeing some, so remember, slow your speed down because I'm going a little too fast there. Alright, let's check out some of these panels, make sure they're not already salvaged, because that is a thing. Some of these might be. Another tip I like to do is have my headlights on. Helps see the panels. Yeah, looks like those first two were salvaged. Check this guy out. Looks like it is. Ooh. Alright, we'll see if we can find any here that aren't. If not, we're gonna have to go somewhere else. That one's hit. But I think I looked at that one. Alright, we're just gonna find a new place. Alright, looks like we got another good one, so hopefully this one is untouched and we can get all the RMC. There's a lot of markers out there. Alright, take it slow. Oh, there's a panel. Let's see if it's good. And yes, it is. Alright. So we can get back to work and scrape. Hopefully the rest of them are good, and then we might just be able to get here and fill up. And again, the process for this is M, then G for gimbal, and scrape the panel. Okay, we got our first full load. So now what we got to do is get out of our seat, head down to the cargo hold, and start printing out the boxes. Here's where you're going to need your multi-tool, but make sure that auto eject checkbox is actually checked when you go up to the panel here. And then you just hit eject, find a nice spot, and it'll start spitting out boxes. Now there is kind of a technique to this. So what I like to do for the first 13 boxes, I will fill up along the back row and work my way towards myself, if that makes sense. You'll see here in a minute. So the first two on the cargo grid, then I'm going to go next to it. It's going to be off the grid, so they won't snap to it, but you can still get them in there. And then we're going to stack one up on top of those and keep coming back. There is a way to do 3 full 13 box loads. So basically be 2 full 13 hoppers full in the cargo hold, 1 in the filler station. I don't really like doing it that way. I feel like I used to do it, but it's time consuming because you have to EVA outside the ship and take all the boxes out, kind of tuck them off to the side in space, and then fill them back in that way. And I don't know, it's just for the extra, what is it, 5 boxes. To me, I'd rather just, save my time a little bit. But that's up to you. What I do is I'll do 1 full load, and then I'll go scrape 8 boxes worth, unload those 8 boxes, and that'll I can do that from inside the ship where I'm at. That'll kind of pin me in. Any more than 8, it'll get really hard to kind of maneuver and squeeze them in. So I'll do 8, and then I'll go scrape another full 13, keep that in the filler station, and then that's 34 boxes right there. And that's basically that's two loads will fill your hull A or your C1. Alright, I think that's it for this one. That's all 13 boxes. So let's go back up and continue to scrape. But again, this time we're just going to scrape up to 8 boxes. You can go a little over 8, but you don't want to hit that 9 mark, because then you'll have 1 extra box to deal with. If you don't get it out, you won't be able to scrape anymore, because it's going to tell you that your filler station's blocked. Alright, we got our 8 boxes, so let's go unload those. I'll show you how I kind of squeeze them in there. Then after we get these unloaded, that's it for having to unload. Then we just need to fill up another full station, then we're done. Or then it's time to head back, at least. Okay, so that's all the boxes that we're gonna put in the cargo hold. Again, as you saw, you can squeeze a couple more in there, but in my experience, it's more trouble than it's worth. It's easy to get stuck, and then you're having to EVA out and take it all out and redo it. So we're gonna continue to scrape and fill up the filler station one more time, and then it's time to head back to the station. Alright guys, we are full once again, so now it's time to fly back to the station. You can either go back to your home hangar and unload it there and sell it for quick profit, or you can go to the nearby space station and store it there, do a couple more runs, and then transport it all over in one big go. It's kind of fun doing that because I could make a couple million, in one play session, but you do run the risk of crashing or something happening, then you lose everything. So I think today we will go back to Orison, and I'll unload this one load and sell it, show you where the TDD is, and then we'll see what we make on this. Alright, I will see you in a few. Okay, here we are back in Orison. I have all 34 boxes loaded up in my cargo elevator, so now all we need to do is send it down, make our way to the TDD, and we'll see how much we get. I will see you there. Alright, if you don't know where the TDD is, it's, well, this one here on Orison. That's where you spawn your apartments, and then you have the hospital there. It's right in that main area when you spawn into Orison. Look for the Stratus building, and then straight ahead, see that sign says trade development something. Alright, we're outside the TDD. One thing left to do, go inside and sell our boxes. So let's go do that. Alright, see what we get. Select your location, which will be Orison, because I moved them all into the facility. 34 boxes at 14K a piece. Hit max. 477.3 thousand space bucks. That's not bad. That's about an hour's worth of work, minus the travel time. Yeah, pretty nice. Alright guys, that'll do it for this salvage guide. Hopefully it was informative and can help you guys amass your fortunes out there in the verse. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. And we will see you in the next one.